as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Sony Michel, his first carry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be working.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the Patriots.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time he is in. Yes. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Now with him and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
And it's
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46.
2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
3-yard line.
2nd and long. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it here. This is James White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And the Chargers first down.
Now Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Intercepted. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
2-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now it's the backup Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football will have to be played. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to pull. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before the break. Newton. And this is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Makes it second.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Chargers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
13 yards. First down, Chargers.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield? But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
56 to Mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over.
At their own
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jackson.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to go deep for and got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Funchess, 82 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
the kicker on for the point after.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
Again, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
Herbert's pass.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
It's now 4th down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Anthony Lynn went for it, but did not get it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your team.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Herbert following the turnover to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the 4th down stop has them in the driver's seat. Now we'll see if they can put points on the board to strengthen this slim lead.
lead. At the very least, they'd love to march this football out of their own territory and chew up some fourth quarter clock.
A gain of 2.
Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 20.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Eckler again.
2-yard line.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
42-yard line.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Chargers, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for New England, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know